is Web C and the Wicked Wookie. Yep, so I am just working on this guy right here.
Riku.
I'm going to be putting more water decals on this
Master Grade
thing.
Rock? Dude, yeah.
Your screensaver's on? What? What's wrong with you? Is that background music not loud enough? So we're going to throw in some background music here. It sounds better than Hiko's stuff. Yeah, we'll just sit here and hang out, guys, and do our thing.
You like machines with blades or this actual beam weapon?
I actually like the intermediate weapons on that game. I was one of those dudes that would run up on you, hit you, and then jump back 2 steps and snipe at you. I was a very different style player. People did not like playing against me.
Yeah, I really don't like Mecha that can't fly, man. I only want machines that can fly. Altitude, hit him with a pulse cannon.
Started an exercise routine.
You did?
Yep.
Company irons?
No, it's just more calisthenics, just to get some of my belly fat to burn away. So, crunches, push-ups, touch your toes, you know, just those things that you don't think actually do anything, but they do.
Yeah.
Those exercises, yeah. That's what I'm doing. God, that's
How's it going for you?
What's that?
I said, how's it going for you?
Yesterday was day 1. Tonight, after I get done with all this stuff, I'll do my other set, or I'll do, you know, my next day. I don't know. I'm doing them everything before bed. Someone told me, I read somewhere, exercising before bed jump starts the fat burning process.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So, if you're in that mode when you sleep, you'll stay in that mode longer, not through your whole sleep, but just longer. So that was something that I was told. So I was like, all right, well, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try and stuff. So that's what I've been doing is exercise. I do squats, incline push-ups, touch your toes, lunges, sit-ups, crunches, whatever you want to call them, whatever I can manage at the time. So, because yeah, my stomach is kind of becoming a bothersome thing. I'm not used to being this big. I like to stay around 260 pounds. So being 320 pounds is kind of a bit excessive for me.
Yep.
So I think I'll have a lot of my weight issues will go away if I lose a little bit of weight. So I think also I should start walking too. Like getting some
Yep.
exercising. But we've got some pretty big blocks here in Minnesota, so. That is the plan, and we'll know in 7 to 8 weeks if I'm doing anything good or not, because, you know, it doesn't happen overnight.
No, but if maybe you may not lose a ton of weight in that first initial 6 to 8 weeks, but if you feel better, Mike, it's totally worth it for you.
You know what's cool about this mech game is you can actually get cockpit view. You know, get in the cockpit and just like fight. Which is kind of cool, man.
That's
You
kind
ever
of
get
cool.
into
Yeah.
mech simulators. Yeah.
What are you playing?
Project Nimbus.
Okay. I have not heard of that.
That's a mecha simulator.
Yeah. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is slowly becoming a mecha simulator.
Unload on them, jeez.
Space-faring mecha thing, because like you can get these things now off your base that are like robots that you can climb in and walk around with that are mechs. And then there's like 7 different vehicles in total that you can get besides a spaceship. Like, so you can get a motorcycle, a monster tanker, like the things from Star Wars that the Jawas drive.
You ever wonder why you never got a
little-
Gundam game with cockpit view?
What?
Bandai Namco.
I've got a Gundam game. I've got Gundam Breaker.
Yeah, they just never released a Gundam game with cockpit view, you know, which is kind of cool.
What's wrong with you?
I think it's heavy. Eat my Gatling gun. Massive micro
Open his cockpit. It's like a bird's mouth. A retarded animal of some kind.
Yeah, did you see that new Gundam free-to-play shooter?
No.
I don't think people
What's
like
that
it
all about?
much. It's just like an arena shooter.
Oh,
Not even like your...
so it's like Fortnite?
Yes. No, it's just like a gun game, shooter game.
Or Destiny, or
Sort of like that.
Halo? More along the lines of
You
that.
don't get mech games. You don't get mecha games like this at all. Because it's all Gundam. It's like SD games. That's the only thing people want to play. It's like, oh yeah, it's so fun. You press a button. It's like playing Pokemon, and you don't actually do anything but click buttons. You know, it's just like it's weird because people they don't get Gundam games, but they have these expectations for SD games to be like the best in the series. So it's like what happened.
Hey, I like Pokemon.
Pokemon's good, man.
The new one is really good.
It's like, oh, SD is so popular. It's like Baby Gundam. Yeah, I get it. I see why it's popular, man.
Well, before they started calling it SD, we called it Chibi Gundam.
Chibi, Super 4.
Yeah. You know, like, and then I guess they
Chibi.
didn't like being called Chibi, so they're like, we're super deformed. Call us SD. Okay. Y'all got big heads. What do you do?
Oh my god. I'm getting shredded by anti-air fire. I'm going to die. I'm literally getting killed by an alien invasion tank. Oh. Bye. Hit the dust, man. Mecha Nightmare. Let's play this one.
Mecha numbers. Hey, all you people out there watching off in YouTube and excessive lands and all sorts of places. Uh-oh. Nobody. I don't have any viewers right now. It's alright. Some people will come and find us eventually.
Did you know Studio G had to move back to his home country because his work visa expired in the Philippines?
He lives in Malaysia.
Yeah, he moved back to Malaysia. He hasn't been doing content since he moved back, really.
Well, they have different rules there, I think. Like, access to the internet isn't the same there, so it's a lot harder for him to... It seems like stuff slowed down a lot for him in the past year here.
Yeah, so this guy right here, I've been working with him. He's working on Street Fighter themed Gumpa diorama. And I gave him the idea using Nobel Gundam. I think he's liking it a lot. It's Streamception. I'm on stream while watching my stream. Oh boy, that's confusing. So I got a new kit today. Got a new armor core kit, really rare. Kemmerer Project, Magnus. These kits were only made once, and you can't buy them again. And there's only a few left that are, relatively
How many were produced?
in good condition. Like, less than 1,000 probably.
Alright.
It was only an event limited kit, so, it's really cool. It's just, I've been waiting for such a long time to buy it at a decent price. This guy's on our team, he painted this one.
Couple something like this. A games before.
Yeah. This guy, he's popular in our community. He painted this, so very good work stuff. Typically.
Good work.
Stuff. That's cool. He took the high-grade Leo and put the Tallgeese parts on it to make a high-grade Tallgeese.
The 144 Tallgeese parts?
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, I'll be... Hey, you want to see the craziest group I've been in? The most skill and most talent I've ever seen is in this group, GTM Aesthetic. These guys are posting work that is absolutely insane. Find some examples. The paint work these guys do is like crazy. Probably some of the best Mecha paint work I've seen. Give you an example. You got guys doing paint work like this right here, which is crazy, man. Even for the paint required. posting fake perfect rate new Gundam stuff. That's nice. Brass rod. Big brass rod. About like a 1/4 inch brass rod to put on the base. So I ended up pinning the kit I have onto this wood base here. So that. How to get a girlfriend. And type it on Google and see what happens. He's like, no, you loser. What the fuck? Dude, someone has too much time. Look at this texture he did on the cube earlier. What the? Dude, no way. I want to know, did he put it like a... what do you call it when you dip? Oh, he dipped his kit, man. He did a hydro dip of paint.
Sure. So I'm gonna do a cotton ball diorama lighting.
That's cool.
And I got this pack of firework looking LEDs that I'm gonna use.
That'll be cool. I've always liked the effect that those cotton ball explosions have. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, and being able to control red, white, and how fast they blink and all that type of stuff. So red, white, and blue. Stays cool to the touch, and yeah.
I've also seen guys take like strands of fiber optic to make it look like there's like, you know, debris flying out of the explosion. And they just kind of stick it in different places, and so that it's touching the light bulb, and then it transfers out, and it looks like an explosion. Really cool.
I see that, Carrie. That was cool.
I need new brushes, so I'm just trying to make do with these Restream brushes. And I put the paint out on the glass and you use the glass. But I got real shit right. That's why I wasted with the. I got the water really right up. I clean them. I guess I could clean them with lighter fluid. I don't know, but of course I can do the other water.
What the fuck is going on?
Put it better than Hiko. Put it back up. What?
What the
See?
fuck?
Well, I wanted to reach up.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Hiko.
Hey, wait, has that one kid been spinning the whole time on the chat? Wait a minute, hold up. Dude. Wait.
What are you doing?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah. What?
You can actually see everything, right?
I can see you moving your camera around and everything. You had a bunch of extra open windows in here somehow.
No. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to. Oh.
Now we can't see your screen.
Can you see my full computer screen?
No. No, we can't see anything. It's black right now.
Oh shit. You see now? Oh, you can see it. You can see it all, man. Okay, tell me if I turn my other... Okay, I turned my phone one off, okay? You can see my desktop, right?
Yeah, how did you do that?
Dude, that's great, man. Cool. This is what I need to do the whole time. Wow, I like this. So I joined it on my desktop, and
Oh, you joined on your desktop? And you did screen share?
yeah, so... Yeah, man. Add this guy as a friend. Seems cool. He looks like he's smart enough to be my friend. Don't put photography. You're not allowed. Oh no. You want to read their rules, man? No outside link or promotions. Yeah.
Too bad.
I'll show you what I ended up winning on bid today, this morning. How much I paid for it, too. Fuck my ass. Was it worth it? No. Did I need it? Yes. Project Magnus Omir. Pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is like, I need one more armored core kit. So, I think I'm gonna let you guys pick my next 172 scale kit. So I have 3 different picks. I can get a Macross kit, or core, Gundam, or a Zoids kit. You know, there's tons of Zoids kits here, so... 72 Zoids. Let's see what we can find in Yahoo Auctions Japan. Strum Tyrants. Blade Lighters.
Japanese.
Dude. Yeah, a Giga. That looks cool. It's already built. Musigan Liger. That looks cool, man. Wait, can you guys hear audio from my side too?
Not from your screen, your camera and stuff is still.
Okay, let me. No. So you can't hear my audio from.
No, not from your screen.
What about now? What about now?
Now.
It says, you give a poor man a fish and you feed him for a day. You teach him to fish. You give him an,
Oh, you're going.
that government must do more to restore the dignity of our people. As the adage says, you give a poor man.
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for
Good
having
morning.
me. Morning to you.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
No.
You are gay. You are a transgender.
What shows that I'm gay?
You are a transgender, and you.
We're live. We can't. What are you doing? Oh yeah. Feedback. Whoa.
Sound like a street fighter. Wow. Banana.
Before time in the beginning.
Cut! Optimus, one more time!
In the beginning.
Are you done?
Cut! It's beginning! Beginning!
Before time in the beginning.
Cut! Bono lalo! Hey, it's beginning in the beginning!
Beginning.
Hey, listen! Bali! Where you going?
I go home now, and I will start from beginning again.
Ding. Ta-da-da-da. This is banana. Coming back? You're gonna figure it out.
That was the ride, bro.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Are you there?
Carrie's getting a lot of static in his voice. The daunting task of water slides. Oh, excuse me. Hiko, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Tuesday.
Hello?
I think we lost him.
He'll be back. He took the last train to Clarksville. I'd like to take this moment to take the last train to Clarksville. And, yeah. Tell our buddy over there at Clarksville Hobby Depot LLC to stop on by whenever he wants and say hi over here at WebC Official. Advertising a Friday restock over there. You know what I mean? Yeah, far out. Good looking. I go back yet. That weird guy. I think he's done for the night. Yeah, here he comes. Get that guy. What's going on with you? We can hear you. Hello? Hiko. Did you forget to put your camera back? Go back to the settings on the computer. Undo the buttons. Review. Oh. He left again. He left again. You're here, and I'm here. I got this chill hop.
Chill over that meeting. Really cool.
Whoa, Carrie, your voice is really. Hiko. Hello.
Okay, yeah, I'm back.
You messed up your video.
Dude, that feedback loop was crazy.
Don't do that. Definitely not good.
Hey, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna go audio for now. Be chill. Okay, so,
Cool.
you know, here's what I'm thinking, okay? If I get the webcam, I could use my computer to do streaming from the desk, but I can also stream websites too, so I can play videos and stuff like that. So if someone's like, hey, bring up the YouTube video of this kit, or look at my kit, we can showcase people's builds and content. Like, I can actually play Plano Therapist's videos in stream to people. That'd be cool.
Well, yeah. No, that's actually a good idea to showcase builds, have a build showcase.
Yeah, but like I can get to the point where I'm actually like in stream. Dude, this music though, can you get different music after you pay for the service?
You can probably upload your own music and shit.
I'm not even building right now, I'm just like kinda tired. Do my Facebook social media thing. Because I have like what? I have to go heat some water up to do this next part.
They have some that unlock when you purchase the thing, but you don't get the ad drop. Whatever. It's working. It sounds good. Not mad about it. I switched it up though. It's not lo-fi. Which is
chill, man.
Probably not lo-fi. I'm digging it, sucker. Can you dig it? Hold on. Still get used to the fact that every time somebody goes out and resets, you gotta let them back in. That's interesting.
So yeah, I was looking at kits, you know, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna build with my next 72 scale kit, because I'm only buying limited amount of 72 scale for my own personal collection.
72. I like 72.
Scale,
They're pretty cool.
You know, I'm just trying to figure out I think I need to buy a Zoids kit, man, because I'll have a few Gundams, you know, a few armored cores, but I need one more Zoids kit for sure. So I
Yeah,
don't know what's good, man.
I want to do a
Play
Zoids
Liger or
kit.
Liger Zero. Yeah.
I don't want to do a Liger first. I want to do something else first. I want to do one of those wolf ones. One of those really detailed
Those are
wolf ones.
nice. They have the Koning wolf coming out.
Yeah, because I want to do like a
And,
frosted
man
wolf. Yeah, and I'm going to do a frosted wolf where we're going to make it a dark color and then use white and blue to make it look like it's frosted.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just like that, though.
You give a man a fish. How I
Give
feel,
a
that's
man
really
a
a metaphor
fish.
for how I feel interacting with the Gundam community.
1551.
Teach a man how to fish. Teach a man a fish. Oh my goodness.
Have a fish, feed a fish.
It was like what? Teach a man to fish, feed him for a life. Feed the man for a fish, you only feed him once.
Nice. Yep. So I'm going to try and get a new clamp here in the next couple days for my tripod. So the next time I go down to play Magic the Gathering with my homie, I can record the chaos that goes on down there. It is. It's pure chaos. It's. I love it so much.
Need some super glue that doesn't fog up. Okay. Anybody have any ideas? Because I'm at odds end.
Yeah. Zap makes a brand that doesn't fog up or type. It's
Zap. Yeah.
Zap.
I could probably go to like the store and buy some. I just need to have it for after I paint because I don't want fogging up paint. I've had that issue before.
Yeah, I've experienced that too, where it becomes very annoying. Need some water. Oh, fuck. Woo! Found a grasshopper in my house today. I gave it to my kid. She ran around with it for a little bit. And then my wife yelled, "Get it out of here! Don't give the kid stuff when she's holding other stuff." Oh, darn. You know, dad being a cool dad and all. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. You heard it first here. Web C, the first of the year. I'm too cool for my peers. But they're just a couple of steers off in the pasture full of... I don't know, full of what? What rhymes with steers? Don't you dare say it. There's one.
I want to buy all the Gundam.
Cheers. Cheers. Woo!
So, I still got the Mecha challenge, guys, and I'm gonna have 5 new trivia picks for next time, and I'm going to choose a random pop-up location next time. You're gonna get a free kit out of it if you're lucky enough. So,
who's he talking
since
to?
Mike Watson did it, me.
Yeah,
So,
you.
apparently are. Is and or. So you guys are basically stoned.
Hey, you don't talk like that around here.
I wish I was, trust me, but I'm not.
Texas.
I'm a better man.
Did you live in Texas?
It is legal here.
I thought it was illegal.
You know why? It's legal, man. Dude, I can go to the gas station and buy a nug, man. And that's like a mile away from the police station too. Down the street. Guaranteed.
Yeah? That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. You know what happened, right?
No. They did it to, curb, it's not illegal, it's not worth bringing into the country. That's
So
fine.
the reason CBD you can sell it, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so anyways, the reason you can buy CBD like that now is because the FDA, they didn't classify the difference between genetic species of plants, okay? And since they didn't classify it, there's no legislation or laws disallowing a different type of plant. They'd say it was marijuana. They never chemically classified or biologically classified the genetic variation between each plant. So what the FDA has to do is they have to pass every single genetic strain and regulate each one, okay? They can't just say cannabis or CBD because it's completely different, right? So, no one's done any filing for that. So basically it's a legal gray area. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you get companies importing like CBD stuff into the gas stations. And until then, on the federal level, they're not going to regulate it right now. But on the state level, they will. So, if you get charged...
For the gas station, but it's actually
Yeah, so if... Yeah, so... Here's the thing they don't want you to know. Yeah.
New state, or new becoming legal.
Yeah, so here's what happens. They can try you on the state level and charge you state level. And you can appeal to the federal level, okay? Yeah. You see what's going on here? Because you can't try somebody for the state and federal level, okay, right? So basically you can say that the federal government allows it, but the state's not, and you can basically appeal it to the higher level courts. And you're more likely to win that ruling from a higher level court than the state. So basically a misdemeanor is basically it's a losing, trial for the state right now. Because you can take a local court, man, and you can challenge the state level, then the federal level, and they're going to lose. Because it's not classified and rescheduled in the FDA. You see what I mean?
Okay.
So companies are selling it now like that. It's their fault, man. They didn't classify it right. They never did originally. There was no
Somebody found
classification.
a loophole.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
So basically,
Yeah.
you can make more genetic hybrid strains than you can actually classify. It takes them up to 2 years to do one strain classification. Because you gotta do all sorts of type of drug besides that. There's tons of prescription medical stuff that has to go through legislation. And FDA does not have enough administrative assistance or any administrative ability to process every single request. You see what I mean? There's a huge backlog, man.
So they created.
You know what states basically...
Right, the same system
Yeah,
they
but
created to prevent it from becoming illegal also prevents them from making it more illegal.
Yeah, because basically they didn't classify it correctly. It wasn't classified, it was scheduled as a controlled substance, but they didn't say which and what type of genetic variation was. So basically they got caught in a lie.
Well, yeah, well, the whole thing was a lie. It was a paid-for lie.
Yeah.
I've followed this stuff and have looked into all of it since way back. And the basic boil down on the whole thing was some guy who owned a paper company felt very threatened that another quality product could make paper that was better than his paper. And because he was so threatened by that other quality product, he went to the government and said, hey, make this product illegal. I don't care how, just do it. And then they went on the campaign tirade of making it look like it's bad. That's all that went
a huge history. Like, they basically found out that you can't do that. There's regulations to how they do things. The FDA takes 2 years to approve a prescription drug. Did you know that? How long would it take for them to classify every single strain? Like, that's not going to happen. They can't do that. It's going to be like 20 years, man. More than 20 years, like 30 years, man. Yeah, there's hundreds of strains. And for every genetic variation, too. That's not happening, man. There was no way. And that's why you can appeal to the federal level. You can't be charged for the same crime on federal and state. So you have legal rights to do that. Yeah.
My biggest thing about it, I guess, is it just doesn't make any sense to waste the resources. You know what I mean?
No. I don't mind people doing it, but I just, I don't care for... I used to, man, like, I don't want to drink anymore, man, or, like, smoke at all. I don't want to.
I don't feel bad. Like, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, or tobacco, for the most part. I don't smoke it. And then for alcohol, I don't consume it in any kind of way. You know what I mean? So I understand you at some aspects of things is like, you don't want to do it. Yeah. It's okay.
Some things happened recently, and like they happened when I was sober, and it was probably like the best things I ever had. But I see no reason to anymore after that. When like the best things happened to me when I was completely sober.
Yeah.
So there's that.
So what's her name?
What?
I said, so what's her name?
I heard what's the name.
What's her name? Happened to you when you were sober.
That's some weird...
It went right over your head. It's a girl joke, dude.
It is, yeah. That was like, baseball games and stuff, and I was talking to her, It was like, you see these people like drinking everywhere, and we were talking to each other, like, they're basically glorifying alcoholism, advertising it, like, oh, if he strikes him out, you get a 2-for-1 price for beer, and I'm just like, you guys are like literally promoting alcoholism. And like, I basically like said to her, that's just stupid, drinking and stuff like that's dumb, And it made sense, and I agree with it. But, I don't care for it.
It used to be the escape of being shed.
No, man, like, I was job training with them, I was like doing volunteer job training with them. That's what I'm doing is job coaching, and you know I'm ADD, so you know I'm used to like being around other people like that, and she was ADD also, and like I finally met somebody that's literally has the same issues I got, and it just made sense. You click with somebody and it happens like that, and it just completely changes you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like she has anxiety issues, I got anxiety issues, we're both socially awkward, introverted, but we're both ADD. So it's like, it feels weird, man, that you're looking at yourself and you're talking to somebody else and things just make sense. It like completely changes you.
That's pretty cool.
And for some reason, she looks exactly like me too.
That's weird, Hiko. She doesn't sound like it too, does she?
No, she's got brown eyes, man, brown hair. It's like same height, same build, man. Like, it's so weird. I really thought I was looking at myself in a mirror, man.
That's weird, dude.
I gave her my number, email, and contact information and stuff, but, I'm so busy, other things going on. And she only lives in a town over, really.
Okay.
Oh, she can come by our town, like come by Granbury and stuff, man. But I have stuff going on too.
That is cool.
Did you know Facebook used to allow YouTube videos to be played on site? That counted towards views, but now they don't do that.
What do you mean?
Back in 2014, we used to upload YouTube videos and post them on URL links to Facebook, and they used to play videos on the website from YouTube, and it counted as views, But now since that happened, you don't get any views basically.
What? Okay. Oh, she said it's just a practice kit. I said, give me a practice kit.
Are there any cool hobby tools I should look at right now? I'm kind of looking around.
Tools?
Yeah. Anything good? Oh, there's a claw plate chopper. Okay.
I have one of those. A claw plate chopper? Oh,
yeah, Hobby Chopper 2. Chopper 2 Evergreen Scale Model. I need to buy this.
I have one. Mine cuts at angles and everything.
This is good for cutting sheets, right? It does it pretty quick.
For the most part. Mine does. I can't see your screen though, dude.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just looking at eBay for a used one. So what kind of blade does it use? Is it a pretty strong blade or dull blade?
It chips. It's not about being strong or dull. If you're not careful, the tool can chip the blade on itself. Doesn't sound very productive, but I'm just saying.
See, I don't know why I would buy this because I don't do plating armor mods. I don't do that. I do actual physical armor like attachments. Hey, okay, so the chopper would be good for helping make armor mods, but I need some good putty to work with like epoxy putty as the mold and shape armor pieces from.
Tamiya puts out a 2-part epoxy putty. It works pretty good.
I've used it a lot, but is it going to be good for shaping larger armor pieces? Because you can use it with claw plate to make armor pieces, I guess. Depending if you want straight or rounded armor sections.
Parchment paper, press it flat. And then you can layer it onto whatever you need to layer it to. Parchment paper?
Yeah.
Baking sheet paper. And then, flatten it out. And then you can turn it into a sheet that way.
So I wouldn't mind buying the chopper too.
No, I like the chopper. I like the chopper. I showed you my chopper. One of those tools that likes to run away once in a while.
I'm pretty good with claw plate mods, man. I can make armor sections, you know. I just measure and cut with the ruler on a piece of paper and I trace with a Sharpie and cut it out.
Here's the tool I use.
You know. Caliper? Or no, that's different. Okay, that's
This is what I use for plot plate. It's got this. So you line the plate up with this.
Huge blade, man.
And then that razor. If you're not careful with it, when you're switching this, if you have this closed, it'll grind out right there.
So like Carrie's using hobby paint pens, right? That's really cool stuff. Yeah.
But it's a pretty good tool, though.
So all you gotta do is, you know, top coat the sand rock and it'll be done, I guess.
Me?
Yeah.
I am doing water slides right now. Lots and lots of little water slides.
See, my problem is I do a lot of custom builds. I need something that can help me, like, model in clay, you know, that actually hardens really hard.
Stuff like solid model plays with is not that good because it flakes.
Hardening model in clay. That's what it's called. Hey, how many people you know that custom resin cast armor sections and design mods? How many people you know that do that?
I haven't done it lately, but I can do it. I'm actually going to be buying a kit and going up to my dad's. And we're
Would you
gonna
use UV resin cast to make it harden
No,
faster?
I use old school stuff. Air dry resin. It's different.
But, okay, so I'm looking at hardening modeling clay, but what would mount and dry to plastic? I had to really go epoxy. Epoxy clay?
21.
Hey guys, there's probably 2 to 3 really powerful tools that would really make or break custom builds. The claw plate chopper mod, that's probably a really good tool to pick up for everybody. You know, epoxy clay putties for molding and shaping is probably a big thing. Then a 3D printer for printing STL custom parts for different scales and sizes. Those are
I have
probably the
access
biggest things for custom mods, yeah.
I have access to a resin 3D printer. It's not here, but if I ever need a part done, I can go get it done.
What would it take to get a one of us to have a? You know, I wouldn't mind buying a 3D printer and running a roll for printing out parts for people and sending them off without, you know, anybody paying for it. More of like a, you know, personal request kind of deal. Because I'll be making stuff for myself. I can make it for other people too. And you know, I talked. Yeah.
Talks?
The groups for 3D printing Gunpla, those guys, none of them are offering services. If you ask them if they can print something for you, they won't take money for it. They just kind of ignore you. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard finding services that do that.
There's a reason for that. Is 3D printing is in a gray area right now, legally, and Bandai is waiting for people to start selling 3D printed Gundam parts in any fashion, so Bandai can come in and go, no, lost it. So
MadWorks and SH Studio already does it though. They're selling them online websites.
Right, but they're not selling them as. Okay, so they're not selling them the way you think they are. So when you get a 3D printed part, those 3D printed parts, I can show you what they look like because I have some.
Yeah,
they're not.
It's not Gundam. It's just option parts.
Yeah, it's this. So this was 3D printed on a run. Like they wasted all that plastic just to copy it completely. But these are just little Verners. But I have a whole bunch of like different things, like pockets and stuff that you can put on. They're all right. Studio G makes some as well. I ain't got no problem with them.
His were SH Studio ones. Wait, his were MadWorks printed, right?
No.
Oh, he's doing his own.
Him and Nite come up with stuff all the time. So that's where his stuff came from.
I really need to get into this. You know, I don't care about details or resolution because I'll just sand it and clean it myself, you know? And I got the power tool to do heavy cleaning now. Still haven't found a model kit I want to buy. But HLJ. And Zoids kits. I don't like HLJ's new website layout. I can't search for things anymore. Dude, they took the search bar out of HLJ. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, HLJ's website doesn't have a search bar.
Thought it did.
Not anymore. They updated it. There is no search bar.
Okay. That's dumb.
Dude, what the?
They're never gonna sell parts.
Bookie.
7
Dude, they got Muv-Love kits, man. They got 1/144th scale Muv-Love on the HLJ.
What is that about?
It's a Mecha anime.
Right, I'm just saying I haven't watched it. What is it about? I honestly don't know.
It's like alien invasion apocalypse mecha.
Okay. Is it a better version of Evangelion, or is it a worse version of Evangelion?
It's like military style mecha. You know, giant robots, they fly. They're named after fighter jets. You know, like Typhoon, F-22, F-15. Yeah, they got those. But the wings on the back look like fighter jets, though.
So Destiny.
Destiny Gundam looks like a clown face, man. No, Destiny Gundam looks like a clown. It's painted like a clown, it acts like a clown, it must be a clown. Yeah, I got some Zoids kits on here. I got a Red Raptor. No. Yeah, man, I really want some 3D printing, dude. That's what I want to do. You know, I don't want to buy option parts. I want to print them myself. Dude, they got armored core on the place. I'm gonna post this in the chat so you can see it. You might get an idea. Post in the Kid Bash chat. Oh shoot, they got chain bases at HLJ, man. They got those in stock in Kotobukiya.
Are they labeled or what?
It's the Hex Gear 124th chain base DX grid crane. It's the newer ones, not the older ones.
I'll look it up. I don't know if I need any more, but 1 or 2 wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, they got some Zoids kits, man. They got a Command Wolf for 37. You know, it's still like almost as pricey as a Master Grade.
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't buy it unless you have other 172 scale kits. I would just stick to Gundam 100, 144. I'm gonna take a look at Gundam 3 STL files. Yee. Master grade resin conversion for Gaia Gundam. 3D print parts. STL file for download.
No 3D file I need. I need the Castrea files.
So I don't get how those guys are being finicky with 3D printing services. You know, they're only doing it for themselves. But the idea for 3D printer was that you could use it to make money. So it's like, what happened?
Well, you can buy the file. Yeah, I've talked with a few of those guys, and basically a lot of those guys just don't want to get in trouble with the laws for copyrights and stuff, so that's where they go, look what I can build, but I'm not going to make it for anybody else. I mean,
I didn't think Bandai had enough money, man. I don't think they have enough money to do that.
oh yeah, Bandai's been they've been on the front. They got so bad, last winter, Bandai issued a statement to all the bootleggers and scalpers and said, cease and desist, or we'll start to threaten lawsuits.
Yeah, they were targeting Japanese stores.
Yeah, for scalping, because they were like, you shouldn't do that. And so, but they also went on the global attack, and they told certain third-party stores that didn't have licenses to sell their products that they had to stop selling the bootleg versions of their products and stuff. Or else they wouldn't be allowed to sell any Bandai products. And then people were like, oh, yeah. Because, like, shops here in Minnesota, you can't ask for third-party products like that. Like, resin kits and stuff like that. The shop here in Minnesota won't do it because they have some stupid contract. I guess I shouldn't call it a stupid contract, but it's a contract that they have that prevents them from utilizing.
That's funny because all the resin coming out of Hong Kong, Taiwan, and China. Tons and tons of resin kits.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like, once you go to wish.com and you can order 5 resin kits for under $100.
Oh, I found it, guys. 3D STL5 for Gunpla Builders World Cup trophy.
What?
You can print yourself a 3D print of a Gunpla Builders World Cup trophy. And pretend you won something.
That's cool.
Hey guys, look, I got it.
Yeah. Well, here are all the water slides. For the torso, the skirt, and the head. Not very many. Oh, and the backpack.
You know, for the life of me, I know that people wouldn't print and sell them, but I just don't see how they could stop everybody from doing it.
No, I understand where you're at, but they don't have to stop everybody. They just have to catch a big enough offender and make a big enough example. That's all they have to do, Hiko. And because then you start scaring all the smaller fish away that can't afford that battle. You know what I mean?
I've heard that before.
China,
What is that
the
called?
reason why China doesn't get as big of a hit from Japan for those types of things is because China has no IP law. Meaning China doesn't care about your intellectual property because everything's state-owned. So they don't care about who owns what anymore in China. So they'll just be like, oh, we can make money on this? Yeah, let's make money. You know, that's the whole aspect from China. China's like, no, we don't care about your intellectual property because as soon as you buy a factory in China to make something, you sign a contract with China stating after your first quota of product is achieved, that China can copy your product and make it themselves. You have to sign this contract, or else you can't have your factory in China. So those are the types of laws that China has, to where they get around IP laws all the time. They do not care about intellectual property at all. But you come to America, and here in America, we kind of do care about intellectual property and stuff. Oh yeah. So late. We don't give a damn. Yay. Not too excited about the color choices for that build-up Dark's got.
Why? What's the color choices?
I guess it's gonna, the winning color so far right now is like gray, dark gray, and light blue.
It's
I
basically
voted
the Strut
on-
Gundam deactivated. Basically, sitting in the hangar.
Right?
So yeah, when you punish everybody for what one person did, it's called collective punishment. But what is it called when you punish one person for what everybody did?
Collective
That's
punishment.
corporal punishment. Collective is when you punish everybody for one person's action. And I think corporal punishment is when you punish one person for everybody's action.
No, corporal punishment is when you punish everybody for one person's actions. That's how they do it in the military, dude. One dude fucks up and everybody has to do the fucking work. Ain't that right, Carrie?
So...
B.
That
Okay,
whole
so-
thing. The fat boy sitting there eating the Twinkies while everybody else is doing push-ups.
So what is it called when you choose to punish one person out of the group? Is that selective
That's,
punishment?
well, it depends. Like, if you do it just one time, it's called a fucking punishment. But if you do it over and over again to that same person, that's called singling them out. And so you can call it harassment.
Okay, it's called selective enforcement when you choose one person to punish, but it's called collective punishment when you punish everybody. That's just, you know, I was curious, you know, I didn't really know the difference. So I guess there are legal terms for it. But
Yeah.
apparently you can't do one of the. Okay, so apparently you could subjugate everybody to the law as collective punishment, but you can't choose one person out of a group to punish by law.
Yeah, you can.
But
Yeah, you can.
is-
Yes, you can. Here's how I'm going to show you can. You can take a person who's mentally handicapped and strip them of their firearm rights. That's a law. Those are laws we have. Okay, so somebody who has a mental disability can't have firearms. That's what you're doing. You're singling them out because of their disability and saying they can't have something that's one of their rights. That's where this conversation's leading. And so you can do that. Is it right? No. Should you? No. But you can. So, people just don't see it that way all the time. So your punishment when you commit a certain crime as a felon, you lose those rights to vote, the right to have a gun. You lose some of your rights. And that's what I'm saying is like, yes, you can. You're saying you can't, but you can. Like those things do happen.
So I don't know what this made any sense then. Kind of weird. It is weird to me. So let's say like I have no idea what that means. Okay, so let's say you have a group of people that committed felonies, okay, and you only took custody of one or two of them, and there's still a third person out there. So basically, what happens is they become an accessory, the third person missing. So they wouldn't be able to punish those other people unless they had the third person also, because they were collectively in it together. But if they do that, then they have to hold back the. Apparently there's statute of limitations for filings if you have multiple people involved with a crime. So like you couldn't punish one person if there were multiple people involved for sure by evidence. Because the prosecutors would have to go back and basically get that third person to testify if they were going to follow through with the punishment to the other people. I think those are just like statutes of limitations basically. But I think you're right, man. You can choose one person to punish if you think you can. If you know that people are speeding and you choose to take over one person and charge him for speeding, then you're basically just following the law. But if you chose to bring charges against 3 individuals and one was missing, you have to get that third person. Because they're an accessory, basically.
Well,
so I kind of see the limitations for it. Yeah.
I can see there's got to be limitations for saying that, because if 3 people plan a robbery and 2 people get caught, you're still going to charge those 2 people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I caught you red-handed. It don't matter if there's a third person waiting down the block from you that's part of this crime. We caught the 2 people in the bank doing the robbery. We never caught the getaway driver. So the getaway driver could go and do it again. Go be a criminal again, right? So the whole concept there is there were 3 people in that crime, but only 2 people were committing the crime and got caught committing the crime.
Okay,
But
so
like,
it says it's called broad desertion.
Mhm.
It means
Yeah,
the
no, I've
prosecutor
been in some-
is ill
I've been in
suited to
some
bring
precarious
judicial
incidents.
review.
Yeah. So I was in a precarious incident where I didn't get caught doing a crime, but a person I was with got caught doing a crime. So I was guilty by association. Think about that. I was just guilty.
That means
because
that
the person I was with committed a crime, and I could have pretended I didn't know. You know what I mean? I could have went the whole route of ignorance, right? And wouldn't have mattered. I would have still been considered an accessory to the crime.
And yeah, I can see that if they didn't have, well, you would have been evidence to it, so they needed you, technically, for a review. So they have to hold you accountable for that. Yeah.
They searched me and held me and charged me with the same crime they charged him. I had to go to the same court date he had to go to and look at the judge at the same time as he did for the case. But this is a long time ago.
That's tough, man.
Like almost 18 years ago. Something like that. It's been a while. I'm old.
Hey, actually, this was a big case, man, a while back. Do you remember the Crips, men, and the Bloods?
Do I remember them?
Okay, the Crips and the Bloods, and Tekashi 6ix9ine in prison. They were trying to charge a bunch of people, and they couldn't get charges to go through unless they got one other person on charges that was not in prison. So they basically got that other person to testify. Yeah.
Well, right.
But he also was in prison too. You got a deal.
That's the same thing as like the mafia when they couldn't get somebody to talk and snitch on the mafia. You know, it's the same thing for that. They got him on RICO laws and shit. That's how that all turned out. It was like, dude didn't even have to snitch. It was all, they already had it all. It was all RICO. Dude. It was all, you know, like they had those dudes. Those dudes were all, you know, I don't know. I felt like that's one of the biggest flaws about hip hop is either you're real and you committed all those crimes, or you're not and you're just a phony. You know, there's 2 options. And if you really are as real as you say you are, when you got the cops and the CIA and the FBI knocking on your door every fucking day, dude. Because the shit you say in those fucking records as a hip hop artist, yeah, the government's listening to you because you have sway, you have mental sway over the masses. And if anybody says hip hop does not have sway over the masses, they obviously have not been paying attention. Because 10 years ago, well, 16 years ago, people weren't tattooing their faces and stuff like they are today. And hip hop is a direct general course of why people are doing it. Hip hop is the mainstream. The mainstream reflects whatever's done in hip hop. So if somebody puts tattoos on their face in hip hop, every fucking person that listens to that artist wants to go and do stupid stuff like that artist.
That's a very Celtic and Indian thing to do, is to paint your face in war colors. You know, well, I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah. So and you know, like bands like Insane Clown Posse, you know, they paint their face. Nothing against them. Like I used to listen to their music a lot and stuff. They were like,
why wouldn't they just use like non-permanent tattoos, like sticker tattoos, man? Why would they not? They can change the style on their face anytime.
ICP used they used grease paint, dude. Their face paint and stuff that they used to use, it was a grease paint that they would put on. They had sponges that were cut to where all they had to do is dip their sponge and then dab it 2 times, and it would create the mark and stuff. I watched dude, I used to be like a super stupid big ICP fan. Yeah. I don't really feel like working on this kit right now. I finished up a section. Take a break time. Break time. Let's see what we've done in this for.
For hobby and TV.
Hanging out on the late night. Gonna bounce out.
This channel has 73.5. So, wow. Hey, you know what? I bet if you're